Vibe Show 97.9. What's up? What it do? Man, look, it's Friday. The last time I checked, man, it's been a hell of a week. But guess what, man? We at the end of the week. Friday. And guess what? I'm feeling better. I'm not 100%, but I would say I'm probably about, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I hope everybody had a blessed day today. You know what I'm saying? Because that temperature kind of changed too. Like Jack Frost trying to roll in a little bit. But I hope everybody had a blessed day today because we got an amazing show tonight, man. Got a lot of emails in too, fan emails in too about this queen right here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of big things popping, man. We got a lot to talk about too. I'm very, very excited about this queen coming on tonight, man. I'm talking about singer songwriter with an amazing, amazing talent. I can't wait. We're gonna go ahead on without further ado. We're gonna get her in here. I'm talking about the one and only J.CYMONE. Let's get her in here. What's up? There she go.
Hi,
What's going down? How are you?
I'm doing so well. Thank you. Blessed to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You already know it was only right that we make this pop like this.
Only right. We got to do it. We got to do it.
I mean, you're doing amazing stuff out here. You know what I mean? And I just I just think that it's amazing. Kind of a funny story too, though, how I got introduced to your brand, and I was just amazed. I was amazed instantly because you know trying to find those good vibes are like far in between. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff sounds alike a lot. You know what I mean? So when I was exposed to your vibes, I was just like instantly addicted. I was like, yo, because I love that type of music. I love those type of vibes and I love music that have meaning. And when I heard your music, I was just like, yo, this is the vibe that I've been looking for.
Hey, thank you.
So like my so before we get started, I want to thank you from me, my team, Plug Star, eSource team. I want and Vibe Show team as well. I want to thank you for allowing us this amazing opportunity to hang out with you for a little while.
Everybody on your team has been so kind and gracious. Like the love is real. It feels genuine. So you know I had to do it. Make some time to pop out on the vibe show.
Absolutely, absolutely. Once you do the Vibe Show, you're part of the family. So you already know you're gonna be coming back on here again. So we ain't even worried about that. We keeping up with you now. We
That's right.
plugged
That's
in.
right. You tapped in. Okay.
Absolutely. So now, you originally from Oakland, California.
So actually, I grew up in South San Francisco,
Hmm.
like the Peninsula area. But yeah, I mean, I've bounced around the Bay Area. I've lived in Oakland. I've lived in the city. But yeah, I just consider myself a Bay-destrian, Bay Area native.
Right. Okay. Okay. Absolutely. A lot of that's rich culture there. As well. A lot of talent from there too. Let's talk about upbringing a little bit, because so we can connect the dots a little bit as
Yeah.
far as with your style and flavor, because you got a lot of style and you got a lot of flavor, and I hear a lot of different inspiration within your music. But not only that, though, your originality and your style stands out too. It's a nice blend, and that comes from a lot of inspiration. So I would like to go back a little bit just to give the listeners a little backstory on you. So has it always been music for you, or were you doing something else before music? And When did you stumble upon music and fall in love with it? Let's start there.
It's always been music, it's always been music. I've been singing since I could talk. If it was in the church, if it was in the girls' choir, if it was in show, if it was for my family at dinner, if it was disrupting people, on the street, like if you would listen, I would sing it. So,
No.
I just, grew up in a household that was very like church based. It was very, soulful, and there was always music. Like it was always
Right.
going on in my household. So I'm sorry, I'm seeing the comments pop in. Hi, my loves. Hello, hello. So I really got serious about it though. 2016, I would say I decided like, this is something more than a hobby for me. This
Right.
is something I really want to make my life. It's my passion. I knew I could not go to my grave without sharing my gift. Is a calling that God has put on my life. So I got serious. I walked away from my corporate job, and
Oh, really?
yeah, I was like,
Now,
"Juicy."
now, let's stop right there
Yeah,
because a lot of people, want to do that, but don't really muscle up enough courage or enough belief within whatever dream that they trying to chase after to just walk away from that. So let's dive in a little bit right there too, because it can be some inspiration for somebody else or some type of motivation for somebody else too, because it's not an easy thing to do to just walk away from corporate. Let's
no.
talk about that.
That corporate money is a comfortable, nice little hammock, and when you really step out on faith, it can get a little shaky. So I keep it
Right.
real. Quite a few times, don't get me wrong, where I was like, ooh, did I make the right call? Maybe I should go back. But the one thing that has helped me press on is I have an amazing, amazing support system. I have amazing friends and family. My wonderful husband was like, hey, you know what? If that's what you want to do that. Like, but
Right.
really do it. Like, make it make sense. And so that's what kind of inspires my grind to be so hard, is because I know that there's people that really put their selves on the line for me, and it can be done. It can be done. My brother, my producer, Chase Green, when I first met with him, he said, listen, you can have anything you want. You could do anything you want. He said, but it's up to you. He said, everything you want, and I'll never forget this. He said, everything you want is on the other side of fear. So you
Mm,
have to really just let that go. It was around the time when I think Steve Harvey and Will Smith were like really kicking up with their motivational stuff. It was like everything I was hearing, it was coming to me. It was like, girl, you're gonna have to do it. Like you just gonna have to jump out there and fly, and
right.
like there was some wind up under me that caught me. I've been able to glide it, and ride it this far. And now that things are going well, and I'm out here in the world, and I've put out the single and I've put out the video, the response has been good. So it feels good to know that it wasn't all for nothing.
Right. Right.
Not time, but you got to be willing to like really hit the pavement with it.
Right. Absolutely. I definitely feel you on that. The thing that's crazy about it, but what I also think that's dope is that and you can agree to disagree, having that support system, because what I'm hearing is a lot of people behind you saying, hey, look, I support you if you can do this, if this is what you want to do, I got your back. Even having your significant other supporting you 100%. I think that plays a major role in that decision as well, because a lot of times we want to make that decision, or we feel like we want to step forward with that, but then the people that we love sometimes don't support, and then that could kind of demotivate you and kind of like steer you a different way, you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, it's definitely one of the things where you have to have tunnel vision, and you have to just have that supreme faith, supreme resolve that you are going to get it done. And one thing that I learned early on was like, I'm only gonna really mess with the people that really support me. Like I'm really only gonna keep people around me that are building me up, that are
Right.
for me, that are really feeding the positivity. Like, my best friend, I remember when I told her, like, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. She was like, okay. She was like, I believe you will do it. And
Right. Right.
ever since then, like, she been in the corner with me. Like, we've been, you can't let those outside detractors get in there because they're always gonna be there.
Right.
Like, and sometimes once you give them like a little bit of inside, it's like they get too much space. They like beat down the door and they just be there in your ear. So another part of my story was, like I said, I'm originally from the Bay. Now I'm down here in LA. I had to get ghost. I had to
Right.
leave the Bay Area and really just take some time to myself, working on myself and my craft, unencumbered, not hindered by anybody's, oh, you're doing that, how is it going, oh, well, I haven't seen it, no, I didn't hear all of that. Like, I'm
Right. Right.
doing what I gotta do.
That's amazing to hear that, and that's a lot of inspiration right there to want to step out on faith to do your craft and chase after your dream. Um I hear a little accent in there too. I hear something else going on in there.
So
What's the blend? What's the
what's
blend?
the blend? Okay, what's the blend? So, my mom is black and Indian. My dad's Puerto Rican and Portuguese from like Cape Verde. So, there's a little Boricua mix in there, and it pops out. It pops out.
Right.
It's strong. Like, I have relatives that are from my father's side that be like, "Wow, you're the spitting image of our great great aunt." This, like, oh, you have the voice from our family, like, so it's just something that it's in me, not on me, man. I can't manufacture that. This is who it is.
Right, right, absolutely. Now, would that attribute to style as far as when you decided to want to go into this wholeheartedly and to make being a musician and an artist a career? With
Well,
Go ahead.
that's kind of funny because when I started doing this, I was all over the place. Like, one day I'm doing dance tracks, then I'm doing sad ballads, then I'm doing, trap music. Then I was just like wanting to make music. I really hadn't honed in on who is J.CYMONE, what is her brand, what is her sound, and um, you hit it on the nail. Like, my sound, my flavor, it encompasses like all the things that I've soaked up in my life, all the experiences and places I've been through, the different cultures that I love, my friends and whatnot, the music that we vibe to when we party. But at the end of the day, I just want it to be a good vibe. Like, I want music that's gonna
Right,
make people feel good, music that they can share with, everybody in their family, and music that, keeps the people rocking and hopefully like pulls on the heartstrings. I definitely grew up in a household where soul was the standard. So,
right,
I was coached from an early age to really pull it out, with my singing and not stay cookie cutter. And I think that's definitely one of the things that sets me apart because you have a lot of people that they want to blend in, they want to
right,
give you that same sound that we've heard a million times, and I would be I have to keep it real and say, yeah, you got to give the people some of what they're familiar with because you got to kind of be able to wiggle, through this industry. You got to show them that you have that in you. But people want to know who you are,
exactly.
your unique voice. So I try to bring that out as much as possible.
Now, that's dope. And you can hear it. You can hear it in your music, because like I said, your music feels good. And I think when connecting the visual to it, it really, really, really made you feel good because like you can just tell and you can feel the energy. Like, when I'm watching it, I could just feel like how hungry you was. I could feel how it made you feel. It really like you really was enjoying, the whole ambiance of the video, doing the video and everything. I could just see it.
Yeah, I had a blast. It was cool because I got to go back to, my hometown. I got to go back to my stomping grounds and really put on for my city, put on for San Francisco, the city that I love, in
Mhm.
a way that I haven't seen it done before.
Right.
And we pulled out all the stops we really could, and it was cool to have such a solid team around me that really encouraged me, and I felt really safe to just let it out. But also, we had fun. Like, it was really a blast.
Now, the collaboration with Demetrius, like, tell me how did that come about, because he's a dope artist as
He's
well.
so dope. He's super dope. So, I actually have been working in the studio as like one of the like onboard writers. I've been doing some work with his big brother, the legend King Crooked. Shout out to him. He gave me some of my first opportunities to really like do features and write for known artists. And Demetrius is actually his little brother. He's part of the Horseshoe Gang. They're part of a bigger collective called COB. And when it came time to get somebody on my project, um, my manager was very much like, we need somebody who's gonna match your intensity and who's gonna match your intellect and who's got that pen to make it happen. And his lyrics are so dope, so clever. It was just like, it was a fit. It was a no brainer. I remember sitting in the studio, and him getting in the booth and me hearing it for the first time and being like, accidentally on purpose. Okay. Like, yeah. So yeah, he's got it. He's got it.
Yeah, he definitely got it, man. Definitely. You know, I know, like I said, with so much stuff been going on too, finding inspiration within the conditions of the world right now, as an artist, how difficult has that been for you? Because I know, you appear to be an artist to me that writes from here. So how has that impacted you? How has things that's been happening impacting, how is it impacting you, because it's still happening, impacting you as an artist, and on a personal level as well?
Right. Well, it's hard because, you know, as a writer, you can get in a place where everything is like dark, and everything is, it's kind of just a moody song, or it's very like, you're like you said, you're pulling from the headlines, you're pulling from the state of things, and it's heavy. And so I love that, my team always encourages me to like
Right.
get that out, because there's other people that feel the same way that I feel, and sometimes you have to give a voice to that. And sometimes it's kind of cathartic, through writing those things out, and getting rid of them so they don't really just sit with your spirit, because most creators, most artists are, more emotional or empath type people. So we're very affected. I try to really kind of balance it. Like, if one week we're on some, moody, state of affairs type, I
Mhm.
try to kind of mix it up, make sure when I come back to it the next time, we're on something a little bit more upbeat. But I'm not gonna, and it's hard. It's really hard because you get to a point almost where you're like, I don't want to just be a voice that's just entertaining people. Like, I want to give voice to the struggles of my brothers and sisters. Like, I want to lend a voice to bring awareness to what's going on in the world, on all topics, not just, with racial tension, with women empowerment, with domestic violence, whatever it is. Like, if I could find a way to express it, in an artful way, it'll get to somebody's ears who maybe really needs to hear it.
Right, absolutely. You know, and you, I love the way you answered that. That's really dope to connect the arts within the way that you feel as well. That's, I feel like that's really important to not just be an entertainer at this moment in time. You know what I'm saying? It's important to use, our voices to express the way that we feel, and to put that energy out there in the world, to let people know that, what I'm saying, we support it, and we we don't accept what's going on, And I just feel like it's our responsibility as well to use our voices to do some good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I definitely appreciate that from you because, like I said, being mixed raced as well can have its difficulties as well. You know what I mean? What would you say? What would you say makes J. Simone different from anything else that's out there in the game, from any other female artists in the game, for people who are new to the J. Simone brand? What's the goal like?
So different in a way, maybe I approach things from a more intellectual standpoint. Now, this is, no tea, no shade, but for me, the J. Simone brand is about being an actual woman, a woman of substance, a woman of class. There are certain things you're not going to see J. Simone do. There are certain opportunities that have come across my table that I no thank you, and I know other artists that would have, jumped on those things, but I can't compromise my core values, who I am. And I think that in itself almost really sets me apart because a lot of people are so thirsty for the next step on their climb that they're willing to let certain values and morals maybe drop to the floor. I really am here for, the good girls, the wives, the moms, the women holding it down, like, going to work every day, coming home to their families. Like, I feel like we're underrepresented. So, um, I can't really listen to the radio with my daughter in the car because I'm like, she will be looking like, what's that? And
Right.
what does that mean? And there's certain doors that should remain closed, for children at this point in time. And so I'm trying to bring some of that back, but that doesn't mean we can't have fun. That doesn't mean we can't turn up. Like, by no means, and I'm not knocking that I would never do this because I love gospel music, but I'm not even coming at it from like a holier than thou godly standpoint. It's some regular people out here that want to vibe to something that speaks to them, and
Right.
that they can share it with their mom, with their aunt, with their grandma, and they don't have to feel no type of way. They don't have to turn it down when their little one is in there, you know?
Right, right. That's it's funny that you say that because it's like I like the way you just put that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have a lot of music. It's kind of like a barrier in between. It's like you you like certain music. Even some of that other music as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you gotta either play it or don't play it.
Right.
Around here because it's like one of them situations to where it's like in a way it's like you can only protect them so much from certain things because it's like shit they exposed to the world. They being exposed to so much stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like with
So
phones, tablets, the world. I mean, hell, regular TV now.
regular TV.
Walking in, you could be walking walking in Walmart or walking in the grocery store anywhere or whatever, and you got to explain to your kid why two guys holding hands or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Or more than that. And
I mean,
and that's, to me, that's okay. Like, Jason Moan don't judge. You feel me? Like,
right,
style, that's your lifestyle. But don't push it upon everybody. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like, make your choice how you want to make your choice. Do you? I feel like everybody should be represented, but it's like you said, you can't shelter your children from
right,
everything. But let's put out some other stuff so that there's an option. So that's not all they have to go to. Is
right,
between, the radio version and Kids Bop. You know what I'm saying? Let's put
right,
something out that is just a vibe. Like, let's do that, and that's okay. That way it can reach more people. It can play at the Target. It
right,
can, while you shopping at Macy's or Nordstrom's and nobody's, what was that? What is it? What was that? What did that mean? You know what I'm saying? It don't have to have 50 million bleeps in it. And also, I think we as artists owe it to our listeners to be more like smart with the way that we write stuff, like
mm,
without just all the gratuitous cursing and just bad language. Like, it can be done.
right. Do you? I definitely agree that it can be done. You know, it's like sometimes you get in these situations to where it's like, you know, when you got to make a decision being an entertainer, because it's not easy, being in these different spaces, especially when you're doing it full time and you're trying to provide, you know, for your family. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you should lower your standards by no means at all, but you know, at the same time, you know, we all have choices that we have to make. And like you said, I'm not knocking anybody who makes the other music, because I mean we need that music too. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to make the
Run up
do the
time.
bopping, dance bopping, but somebody got to make that type of music. You know what I'm saying? J.CYMONE is just a different, you know, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? I just think that artists get backed into corners at times, and I think that, you know, when you get into this business, I think before you actually get in, I think that, you know, you have a different perception of what the entertainment business is. You view it from a consumer. You have
Mm,
consumer vision, you know, and that's what you see on TV.
definitely.
That's what you see on the videos. That's what you know, you see the lifestyle, because that's what it is. You're showing um this lifestyle, this glamorous lifestyle of, oh man, the entertainment business or whatever. And then when you actually you get in, you learn along the way that it's not that.
All that glitters ain't gold, baby. All that
Right.
ain't gold.
It's a lot of work. It's a
You
lot of work.
really know yourself, know who you are. Like, first and foremost, I would say to anybody really thinking about this, like, before you really dip a toe, you got to be solid in yourself, because at every corner there's going to be somebody going to try to get you to compromise on what you said you would or wouldn't do.
Absolutely.
Turn, there's going to be somebody, oh, you said you wouldn't do this, are you sure? Well, what about now? Well, what about now? So you have to be very solid in who you are and stand on your morals. I could say I'm blessed to be an independent artist with a team that mirrors my values, that we were able to have a real discussion like, this is what it is and this is what it ain't. And um that shows me the respect as a creator to be able to, stay in that lane. And like I said, it's not about knocking nobody else's art, because I vibe out to all different type of music. I have grown up time too. So
Yeah.
it's not about that. It's just about really giving people an option. Sometimes my ears get tired of hearing that. Like, I want somebody,
Facts.
you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now, what what does Jay Simone what does Jay Simone when a creative session, what's a creative session with Jay Simone like? Because you already know, when things get back open, you know, we're definitely coming to do a live in person
Mhm.
interview with you. So we want,
Yeah.
what's a Jay Simone session like? What's the things that's needed?
That's
Uh,
what's on my list.
yeah,
Need
yeah.
Starburst, okay? I need red sour gummy bears. No, for me, like, I'm low key and easy. Like, they used to really like joke with me. They'd be like, "Why you come to the studio? You always be like fitted. You be suited and booted come to the studio." And I'd be like, I'm dressing for the job I want. Okay, like, so some days it's full. I'm in here full diva mode. You're gonna get a lot of fun, a lot of inside looks to what we're doing. It's always gonna be fun. It's always gonna be fun. It's always gonna be a good time. But most of the time, it's like we really be working. We be in here chefing. It be me and my Brody Chase Green. Shouts out to Chase Green EDRC Studios. We be here really thugging it out, like, to the wee hours of the mornings. There have been time when I walked in here at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and walked out 7 o'clock the next morning. So
Right.
we catch the vibe, and once the vibe is caught, we just ride that wave. We ride that wave until, usually, when I get tired, I start to get so silly, and he'll just look at me and be like, "All right, yeah,
Man, we
yeah,
need to shut it
right,
down.
you doing weird stuff. You doing weird stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta go." But it's a lot of coffee on deck, It's a lot of, ordering food. We eat opulent meals here. I think one of our vendors in town, shout out to Nico's Pizzeria for bringing me my blackened salmon and broccoli. Like, that be my thing. That's a J.CYMONE special.
Okay.
As long
Okay.
as I get that, I'm cool. Some vocalist tea, being here, just really doing it. And sometimes it turns into more of just like a kick it, or trying to look at what's really going on in music right now. Sometimes we just be going through YouTube heavy, looking at what is everybody doing right now and seeing
Right.
what vibe we can catch, or like we touched on earlier, going through the headlines and seeing what's really being talked about right now, and just drawing inspiration from that. Sometimes we just being here chopping it up playing video games. It's
Absolutely.
always alive.
Yeah, it's inspiration. It's a lot of inspiration all around. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's pretty dope that you guys are organically creating. You know what I'm saying? Your workspace is an organic workspace. I think that that's important because it leaves room for ideas to formulate and come on their own. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that's really really dope. Let's get into this single Alive featuring Demetrius. Let's get into it. Won't you announce that joint for me?
So, everybody, I want you to tune in. This is Alive featuring Demetrius of the Horseshoe Gang, and I hope you love it.
In the mix with the Vibe Show. 97.9 Catch a Vibe.
You got me waking up early. I'm counting my blessings, not even stressing. Got me wide open. And I might just let you, never neglect you, cause I've been open. You know I've been praying for some connection. No, I just let you, but I just can't forget you. Hey, just look at what you made me do. Hey, boy, you know I'm digging you. Hey, yeah, look at what you made me do. Hey, boy, you know I'm digging you. It's the feeling that you know is real. It's the feeling that you make me feel. Cause boy, you give me something real. You make me feel, you make me feel alive. That you know is real. It's the feeling that you make me feel. Cause boy, you give me something real. You make me feel, you make me feel alive. You know I'm on call, I'm never too far. You know you're my star. If I give you my heart, it's step to a start. You're calling my bluff. I'm playing my hand, I'll show you my cards. And yeah, that's so nice. Yeah, that's so nice, babe. Just look at what you made me do, ayy. Cause boy, you know I'm digging you, ayy. Yeah, look at what you made me do, ayy. Cause boy, you know I'm digging you. It's the feeling that you know is real. It's the feeling that you make me feel. Cause boy, you give me something real. You make me feel, you make me feel alive. That you know is real. It's the feeling that you make me feel. Cause boy, you give me something real. You make me feel, you make me feel alive.
Accidentally on purpose, look what I made you do. Accidentally on purpose, I knew you was heaven sick. You matching with me so perfect, but first you was hesitant. So accidentally on purpose, I had to make you fall like you slipped on a mat. Put my best foot forward, and you tripped over that. Tripped and fell in some feelings, but chill, I'm a good catch. I swooped you off your feet when I caught you, now look at that. I'm east side, and baby, I'm east side of the beach ride. City by the deep ride, yeah, you in love with my good-ish, and I'm a G in love. That's love, cause we a good fit. I know we just met, but I know it's just met. And I know we kindred, spirit, so respect the cosmos that brought both you and I close together. Don't need glasses to see you and I talk forever.
Tell you what you made me do. Why you know I'm digging you. Just look at what you made me do, hey. Cause boy, you know I'm digging you, hey. Yeah, look at what you made me do, hey. Cause boy, you know I'm digging you. It's a feeling that you know is real. It's a feeling that you make me feel. Cause boy, you give me something real. You make me feel, you make me feel alive. It's a feeling that you know is real. It's a feeling that you make me feel. Cause boy, you give me something real. You make me feel, you make me feel.
In the mix with the Vibe Show on 97.9 Catch a Vibe.
That was that J.CYMONE with that Alive featuring Demetrius. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Major
Ah,
major vibes, man. Got me feeling alive. You know what I'm saying? Major vibe, man. That vibe right now is streaming on all platforms right now, man. Y'all make sure y'all get up on that, man. If you ain't on it, get up on it and stop playing games, man. Wow. So now let me ask you this. When you created that joint,
yes.
and who was some of the first people to actually hear it? What was like the response, and how did it make you feel once you seen how people reacted to the joint?
So, funny story. The beginnings of Alive, right?
Okay.
When I first came down to meet with my now partner, manager, producer, Chase Green, like, you know, it was just a vibe. We was in the studio, like he was playing different tracks. When
Right.
this track happened to come on, like I was in a room full of a lot of like lyricists, a lot of rappers, right? And so
Right. Right.
everything, and I'm just kind of sitting there like, oh, okay, waiting for my turn, you know, because I'm not really a rapper, not a freestyle artist. But when that song came on, I was like, I could do a little something. So
Yeah.
I made my way to the front and was like, you know, it's the feeling that you know is real. And I just
Wow.
like, oh, oh. And it's funny because it's actually a video of my producer, like, when he's like, oh, there's
Right.
there. And so it's actually the first song that we worked on, you know.
Really.
Yeah, it's the first song, like when I came down here, it was the first song we really started with. And you know, from there we had a few different people in the studio that really listened. One of those people was, you know, King Crooked Eye. You know, we had several other people. Another one of my producers, Fred Hamilton, like he came and he was like, yeah, that's the thing. Like my mixing engineer, TG, the wizard, when he heard, he was like, I could do something with that. So
Right.
it was definitely one of those things where it when it hit a lot of different ears, and all the ears it hit, like nobody was like, nah, Jay, that ain't the one. Like everybody, that's the vibe. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Like that became the kind of like a signature, you know, calling card, J.CYMONE. Like, you know, you can get you some sultry vocals
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
day.
It set the tone. It
Yeah,
kind of
that's
set the tone
song.
for the project. You know what I'm saying?
It really
Uh,
did.
yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Um. Now this joint hit before COVID or it hit after COVID?
So we actually filmed the video at the top of the year. Like we filmed the video in January, and
Okay.
when we got back, we were, you know, in post production at that point and like editing, and we kind of like got into COVID around the same time as we got done editing the video, and we were like, oh, like, well, what is
Right.
this for us? Like, what are we gonna do with this, you know? And we were very strategic in how we put it out because nobody was really listening to music. Like everybody was like, you know, if you listen to the radio, like early COVID days, like it was just everything was about COVID. Everything was about it's the end of the world. You know, the sky is falling. Nobody was jamming
Exactly.
to any new music. You know, so I didn't want to, you know, put my baby out there and my baby fall. You know, I wanted to make sure like people's ears were primed, and there did come a point where like I really started pushing heavy for it. Like, no, people need it. They need it right now. Like we need to give something for the people that could be positive. Like I'm tired of hearing about COVID. I know if I'm tired of it, everybody else tired of it. And you started to see more creators really pushing things through digital platforms. More platforms started opening up, having people out to talk about it. So it was kind of just waiting for the right the right environment, the right tone to be able to be like, here you go.
Right, right.
But
I dig that.
at the top of the year, it was so cold. It was
Hey,
cold.
look, it's funny you say that. I was about to ask you that because I went, I think I caught some behind the scenes because like I say, once I got exposed to you, I went I think we might have connected that day, the day that I connected with you, because I just was liking everything. I was like,
Yeah,
yo,
you went down the
I was
rabbit
like, yo,
hole. I
she's dope.
remember that. Like
And
I
I
was
Yeah, I was like, yo, she's dope because like I'm on the East Source. I do the East Source too. I'm over on that side as well. And it's like I was just amazed. And I did get a chance to see some you blessed us with some behind the scenes kind of like, and I did see that it was really, really cool. I wanted to ask you like what was the experience like, because you wouldn't be able to tell, but do when behind the scenes you can hear people like, man, this cold, like yeah, whatever. What was that like?
it was crazy. So some of the scenes, like we started out, kind of in the neighborhoods, and that was okay because the sun was shining. But once we took it up, because we shot a lot of that on Mount Tamalpais,
Yeah.
and it was very like the fog had come up, and Mount Tamalpais is like one of the tallest, like it's like one of the tallest elevations in the city, and it's right overlooking like the Golden Gate Bridge. So we
It
knew
was
it was
beautiful.
like,
Yeah.
but you get up there, the air starts getting thin. It
Yeah.
starts like you climbing up a mountain. Like literally, it was like between takes. I know I had on a jacket in the video, but between takes, it was another jacket. Like the
What,
talent jacket, they would come out the woodworks. I'd be standing in between my hairstylist and my makeup artist and like some of the PAs on set. They would just keep her warm, keep her warm, keep her warm, and then okay, we gotta go do it, and you just keep that energy up. But oh yeah, it was like I came back, I was sniffles. It was
right.
amazing.
What would uh what would you say has been one of the most difficult things for you to conquer within this music business? Because like I said, you know, in reality, it's not easy, and it is a gamble. In this entertainment business, sometimes they love you, sometimes things hit, sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? And gambling with your finances, when you got a family and a husband and kids, and what would you say has been the scariest moment for you?
I would definitely say I had some, self doubt around the time of COVID. I had just gone up to the Bay, and I actually I shot a live, and I shot another video that we're gonna be releasing later this year for
I hope we get the exclusive.
okay. You hear that? You hear that? Okay, manager in the corner, he heard you.
We got you.
We
All
got
right, man. I appreciate
but
that love, man. Because look, matter of fact, we need to get together and we could do like a big we could do like a marketing thing around it and do like a campaign, maybe do some if y'all want to give away something, we can get, just kind of like choreograph with it to build it up.
oh yeah, I see where you're going with it. Yeah, for sure. But like, so I filmed 2 videos. I dug deep into, my bank accounts to make it happen. It was not a little expense, as I'm sure you can tell watching the videos. But it's like, when COVID hit, it was like, oh my God, like I've invested so much. I've put out so much energy. Like, when's this ROI gonna kick in? And so sometimes that self doubt will creep into your mind, and you start to think like, dang, maybe I should start looking at them job boards again. Maybe I should go back to this. But again, it all comes down to who's in your corner, your support system. Because every time I would get to that point, I had so many strong voices around me saying, but you've come so
So
far.
far.
The way you can move, the way you can, get things done, it's good right now. Like, just be easy, be patient. And I'm not a patient person. They know this about me here. He over there shaking his head. No, she is not a patient person. I am not a patient person. When I want it now. So that was kind of a thing of like, let me sit back, let me woosah, let me be confident in that everything is unfolding as it's meant to. And I just kind of had to refocus my energy instead of on a big push, on a big, putting things out and, launching a tour and things like that. I had to put my energy into creating. And now, like, I have, so much new music that I'm excited to share with you. Like, I've really been in here, like, hunkered down and working because what else can I do? And that was a blessing, And so to see it on the other end and to see it and say, okay, it all really did work out how it was supposed to work out, because had I just went out with a major push in February, I would have been stopped halfway, cut off at the knees probably. It wouldn't have maybe never picked back up, or maybe it would have, I don't know. And then, people would have wanted more and I wouldn't have had more ready on deck for them. I would have exhausted my producer always says, have your gun loaded, have your ammunition on deck. And so I would have probably ran through on my ammo, and it all happened the way it was supposed to. But yeah, self-doubt. But like I saw a comment pop up, that is being human. And, all you can do in those moments is, pray, meditate, center yourself, and go to your happy place.
Right. Let's if for anybody that's tuning in right now, man, we are in here vibing out with the one and only J.CYMONE, singer songwriter. Let's get some shout outs to let's get some people their flowers, man. Your support team, family, your staff. Let's your fans. Let's give them their flowers right now.
So first, I gotta shout out my loving husband, Deontay Hall. I saw you pop up here, sir. Thank you for always being in my corner, supporting me. My best friend, the beauty queen. Okay, thank you for always vibing with me, girl. I know you got my back. I love you. Of course, my manager, my producer is like my big brother, Chase Green. I love you to death. Seriously, you are my secret weapon. The Wizard TG, okay, who sauced this record. Like, literally, I'd be so pressed. Like, if TG can't touch the record, nobody could touch the record. Okay?
Right.
I want to shout out my UK team, Dean over there in the UK, who's getting things popping over there. I want to shout out my A&R, Growing in Sexy Music. Thank you for rocking with me and taking me under your wing. I want to shout out my other label mate, Kimani, who's got a bomb single out right now too. It's called Model. Y'all check for that. And who else I gotta shout out? My mama.
Absolutely. You better get mama. You better get mama in there.
Yeah, no, I gotta shout out my mama. I don't think she's on here, but I'm sure she'll watch it later. But I just everybody that's really held me down through this process. My mama, my mom-in-law, Mama Bell, Papa Bell, who was there like, okay, you're gonna do it. We're gonna hold you down, because there was a time when I wasn't even in the same place as my family, and they held it down in my place. So I will forever be grateful to y'all, and just everybody who's really tapped in with me, like everybody who really be sending me messages in the DM. Like, I gotta thank you, Kano, because you definitely show me mad love, and that really does keep me going. Like, I want everybody to know I am a human being. I run my own socials. When you send me a message, I get the message. It makes me smile. You know what I'm saying? It warms my day. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We definitely we're huge fans, the whole Vibe brand. We love some J.CYMONE, man, and you have our support, 1000, you know what I mean? We gotta communicate and get together. Um with set up a meeting with my VP, and we just need to have a creative meeting just to see, so we can find out like exactly the direction that you guys are going in, and see what we can possibly assist y'all with, promotion and whatever, you know what I'm saying, to help you excel to where you're trying to get to. So definitely think that you're multi-talented, and definitely the world needs to connect with your vibes, because I love the energy. Also, to anything else that we can look forward to in the future, or anything you want to plug in?
Yes, definitely. So, I do a series right now for YouTube. It's called Sung by Simone. It's little covers, things I do, try to put my spin on, classics and new stuff. So y'all can look for new content like that on my YouTube, and that's at J.CYMONE Music. But also, I will be dropping mixtape, but yeah, like a mixtape. I've been calling it a maxi single, because I'm gonna give y'all two for the price of one. Okay.
Okay.
And it's something really close to my heart. It's called Vapor Waves, and that should be dropping next month in November. Yeah, I dropped it next month in November. I had to get the out. You see me? I was like, what's this gonna do? So yeah, next month in November, Vaporwave EP, and that's gonna be my gift to y'all. That's gonna be my quarantine gift. Y'all don't even gotta pay for it, okay? Just stream it and just repost it everywhere.
Absolutely.
Sounds fair.
Um. Okay, so let's put the social platforms out there in ways that people can connect with you if they're trying to do features, need writing projects from you, whatever. Let's put that information out there.
So yeah, so I am at J.CYMONE Music everywhere you can find me. It's the same. Like I kept it easy. It was meant to be because the username was for me. Okay, so J.CYMONE Music, J.CYMONE Music. I think it's at the bottom of the screen. Y'all can tap in with me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I don't snap. So yeah, that's pretty much where I be at, and I will reply. Like I'm down to work across all genres, and I've worked with so many dope artists, from emerging pop artists to like some serious gangster rappers. So like I got you, whatever you need.
Absolutely. Y'all make sure that y'all go and stream that alive right now, man. It's on all platforms right now. So and also it's exclusively on the Vibe Show 97.9 in heavy rotation over there as well. So you guys can go over there and request the single Alive by J.CYMONE featuring Demetrius. You can go over there, hit that request tab, go up there at the type it in at the top, type in Alive, or you can type in J.CYMONE. It's going to pop up and you guys can run it up. You think you can request it at least 10 times a day. You can request it. So y'all go over there and y'all request that song daily and run those numbers up, man. Alive featuring Demetrius is out right now. Stop playing games. I keep telling y'all that. Also too, before we get out of here too, I know you've been dropping some gems and stuff throughout the way, but we're in some serious times right now. We got the election going on, we got COVID going on, we got racial injustice going on, we got people out of jobs. It's just a lot going on in the world or whatever. Can you give them some warm words, anything to lift anybody who's depressed? Can you give them some words of inspiration and uplift?
For sure. Like something that my grandma used to always tell me is like there's nothing new under the sun. So we've been down. We gonna get back up, okay? Because we prove that's what we do. We're strong. We're resilient people. I think it's so important right now to trust your gut, trust your intuition with all situations. And saying that my best friend and I have is protect your peace, because with everything that's going on right now, it's so easy to like get in a place where you just want to like shut away from everything, and it's too much. It's overwhelming. So protect your peace. If that means that you have to drop off of socials for a minute, if that means that you have to tell some loved ones like, hey, I'm gonna be doing me for a minute, if that means you gotta literally get out of town, whatever you can do to protect your peace, whatever you can do to protect your peace, do that. And don't let nobody make you feel any type of way about that, because one thing that I noticed is we're all out here operating from a place of pain.
Right.
And hurting people hurt people. So let's work on healing ourselves. Let's work on being good with self so that we can actually help each other, and we can actually be positive influences in other people's life, because we know good out here, operating from a place of anger or hurt. So we gotta get right with self. What did Lauren say? How we gonna win if we ain't right within? Okay, so
man, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, man. I'm not gonna lie, I am just so honored, man. For me, the Vibe Team, eSource Plug Star, Jacqueline Yvette PR. We want to thank you so much, and we're wishing you more blessings and more success with everything that you're doing right now and everything that you're gonna be doing in the future. Make sure that you have us on your media list when you start things open back up, the world open back up, and you making your media runs. You make sure you put the Vibe Show 97.9 on the top of that list.
Y'all at the top. I already
Absolutely,
know.
absolutely. We can't wait to have you back on here again. We're so proud of you.
Giving me this time and this platform to, share my art. Thank you. Thank you all.
Absolutely. Y'all, it's the Vibe Show 97.9 with my special guest, the one and only J.CYMONE. We love you.
It's the feeling that you make me feel. Cause boy, you give me something real. You make me feel alive. That you know is real.
That was my special guest. That was my special guest, the one and only J.CYMONE. Man, y'all make sure y'all go and stream that alive, featuring Demetrius right now, streaming on all platforms. Y'all stop playing game and get connected with good vibes out here, because she's definitely delivering it. Once again, it is out on all platforms right now. Y'all make sure y'all get that, man. Download it. Y'all go follow her. Show us some love. Also, I got to give a big shout out to Tony Steels for sending me my It's a Go. Let me see if y'all see that. Send me my It's a Go merch, man, from the Tony Steels collection. Shout out to Tony Steels. I love you. I got that in today. I really appreciate that. I'm rocking that with my wristbands as well. Thank you so much. Also, y'all make sure y'all go. If you not checking it out, make sure that y'all go and check out the Vibe Show 97.9 exclusive radio station, man. We're playing nothing but the exclusive hits right now. I'm telling you, you can hear that alive right now by J.CYMONE featuring Demetrius right now. You can hear it right now. It's streaming. Go and listen to that thing over there. It's playing 24/7, man. And y'all go and make sure y'all run the request stuff for my girl J.CYMONE featuring Demetrius on that alive. Also, y'all rush over to the mobile app store and download that Vibe Show 97.9 exclusive mobile app. We are in the app store, baby. Go and get it and get connected, man. We always vibing on the highest level, bringing you nothing but the exclusive guest, the most exclusive guest in the world, man. Once again, it's the Vibe Show 97.9 with my special guest, the one and only J.CYMONE. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Stay safe. Put the mask on if you're going out. Get that hand sanitizer, man. Be safe. Not sorry. It's the Vibe Show. Kano the Don. I love y'all. Later, Jay.
Hey. That's a wrap?
That is